Super Media, bro.
This is Batman with the Justice League.
Yeah?
We need your skills, Super Media, bro.
No, you don't understand. I am the Super Media bro, but I don't have any superpowers.
I don't have any superpowers. We're transferring our latest battle via satellite uplink.
Yeah?
We need you to review Justice League Dark Apokolips and share your findings with the world.
Okay.
We're also going to need you to feed Pudge chocolate chip cookies before bed.
Okay.
Don't let us down. Batman out.
Was that freaking Batman?
That's right. I get calls from the Justice League now. I guess that's a thing around here. What's different about Apokolips War? Is it worth watching? I'm going to cover that right now, spoiler free, and stay tuned for the secret post-credit scene at the end of this video. Hello awesome subscribers, newcomers, Justice Leaguers, everybody. I'm Christian D, the Super Media Bro. If you're new to this channel, welcome and please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when my newest videos are out. You might like it here. Let's get on with the spoiler-free review of the new Justice League animated film, Apokolips War. This movie was directed by Matt Peters and Christina Sada. You'll be pleased to know some of the regular voice actors are back. Jerry O'Connell voices Superman, Jason Momoa returns as Batman, Matt Ryan as Constantine, Rosario Dawson as Wonder Woman, Rebecca Romijn as Lois Lane, and Tony Todd voices Darkseid. Let's answer some questions we usually concern ourselves with when we think about animated movies, especially superhero ones. Is this animation style any good? I've seen just about all the Justice League animated movies, and the animation style has usually been quite bland. However, in this movie, I'm happy to say that there's a lot of improvement. All the characters look good, and the animators have done a good job getting the characters to convey emotion in a subtle way. I doubt that's an easy thing to do in a cartoon. This movie has a high quality feel to it, especially when it comes to the movie's coloring. It's easy to tell that they've stepped up their game. What can I tell you about the story without spoiling? Okay, this is always a tricky thing to talk about without spoiling the fun for the audience, but here goes. Just because of the movie's title alone, we know that there is a war that takes place between Apokolips, ruled by Darkseid, and the Justice League team, Defenders of Earth. No spoiler there. Out of all the Justice League movies I've seen, and the solo animated films too, this movie raises the stakes to a whole new level. They are higher than I've seen them before, and I must say it's quite shocking and exciting. I dare to say that this movie's not for kids. For the first time, I felt like this brand was more geared towards what sells in superhero films, and by that I mean themes for mature audiences. Super Media Bro, how were the fight scenes? Were they any good? I was very impressed. This film has two simultaneous fights going on. The first is the fight scene we as the audience are commonly used to seeing, while the second is a bit fresher for this brand of animated film. These fight scenes are intense and harder than I've seen them in previous DC films. They've stepped up the chaos and the gore. As I mentioned earlier, I was quite shocked how I failed to predict what was going to happen simply because I haven't seen Justice League movies do this before. I enjoyed this new direction. It made me feel something is really wrong here, which is the whole point in the first place. I found it exciting. Tell us about the voice acting, it's important. The voice acting is good once again. It usually is. This particular movie doesn't dwell too much on quality voice acting. It has more of a focus on pushing the stakes and the storyline, which is okay and not a bad thing. The cast is seasoned and has no issue conveying the importance of everything going on. There were some surprisingly funny moments that were actually funny and not tacky, cliche, or predictable. The humor actually worked on this movie. I appreciate that because I've seen it fail in many others. Batman is usually my favorite voice in these movies, however, this particular film, Darkseid takes the cake. Remember, he's voiced by Tony Todd, Mr. Candyman, who doesn't have to try hard to sound evil. John DiMaggio is also a voice in this movie, however, I think his great talent was wasted on the character he plays. I'll let you guess the character. So, is Justice League Dark Apokolips War worth watching? For me, that's an easy yes. Even if you're not familiar or not a usual fan of DC animated films, this movie was done extra well. I give it a B+. Apokolips War is out right now. Will you be watching it? Did you like it if you already have? Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Click on that like button and hit that notification bell. Roll that secret post-credit scene I promised. Boom.